And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. To throw on second down. Watts looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 50, go.
He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. It's complete to Golden Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He'll drop to throw. And Tate's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, That should open up his running game, too.
Protein spill. Smooth.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 5.
They're going to look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Watts. And he's going to keep it here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Watts, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down, Vikings.
Defense wins championships, baby. Showing up. 61. Matchbox, right. Wazoo, fellas, let's go. Set, go.
On 1st down, Watts. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
55, my God, 55.
2nd and 4. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a play fake here on first down, and that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Watch twist. Watch twist.
A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. 54. Check pass.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out with under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's get off the field, D. Mark 55, Mark 55. And the ball. Deep grip.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10.
55. Watch QB's on. Watch QB's go.
Back to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Go. 60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the slap.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
18
2nd
games.
and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Greystone, travel. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So that one will be accepted. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
90 bull. Hey, echo. Watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch it go.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. Go. Let's go, let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go, 50, play. Hey, alert 3. Hey, zoo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He'll look to throw. That one caught by Allison. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watts. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Watts. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, it's Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on second down, Watts, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Watts. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Watts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On fourth down, Watts. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Flush to his right, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Right there. 50.
Hey, box drop. Hit it.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
3 down, 3 down. Got it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw. Watts. Flush. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.